Hello, welcome to Bricktoons. If you are new to this is about the theme Atlantis, and the video is about the Seabed Scavenger as seen here. If you are new to Atlantis, it is about a series of minifigures who are looking for the lost city of Atlantis that one of them believes exists, and this is one of the vehicles they use to find it. So this vehicle is called the Seabed Scavenger, and as you can see it has 3 wheels, a saw blade, a grab claw, as the description calls it, and 2 flick-fire missiles, a opening cockpit. See, there's a minifigure inside, and then floodlights that can adjust, and also like a hidden feature, suspension, like actual, like say monster truck suspension, so it can crawl over to rocky terrain. And so, well, these flick-fire missiles, they actually do work, and so you can flick them. Actually, I'm not that good at flicking them, so, but you can flick them. I just prefer to like pretend they go, but you can flick them if you have enough power. You might be able to get it to go somewhere. Yeah, and so now onto the saw spins, as you can see. You can twist this up and down, up, down, all around. And then twist it like this or like this, all around. And so then, onto the grab claw. It doesn't really, if you have the mine mech, you know that its claws can close or open, or even the magma mech, you'll know that their claws close and open. This claw does not function in the same way. It does kind of bend, but it is not the same hinge. And so it is not that good at clawing things. And like the saw blade, it can rotate on the wheels. Notice how that like these are attached to the wheels. I don't know if you can see that. You might need to zoom in. Can you see that? See? There we go. And now, so as I mentioned before, suspension, it's because they're not directly attached. It's because they're actually attached here and here, quite solidly, I should add. And so that since these bricks are special, they can allow for like monster truck type suspension. Rolls easy. Pretty easy roller. Antenna, I had to use a spare because when I found this thing in a plastic crate or box or whatever, it didn't have an antenna because I had already built it and I hadn't played with it for some time. But I had to find this antenna from my spare parts. I have lots of antennas. So, lots of antennas. Speaking of antennas, there's an antenna down here for a lever. And right next to the lever is a minifigure. I nearly forgot the minifigure. How could I? He's the most important part. Like I said, Atlantis is about minifigures finding Atlantis, not vehicles. They use the vehicles to find Atlantis. If you watch Atlantis the movie, then you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like 22 minutes. You can find it on Netflix or maybe DVD. I'm not sure. Or maybe VHS, maybe Blu-ray, I'm not sure. But it's a really great show, you should watch it. It pretty much goes overall about most of the features. I think there's a giant crab. I've seen Atlantis, the movie, from our home. You know, Netflix. Okay, so back to the minifigure. This minifigure here is, what's his name? Axel Fraser? No, I'm thinking Rescue Bots. It's a Transformers series for really young kids. Oh, and by the way, you can take off his helmet. Shows a face on the back. See? You can twist his face around. Zoom in a little. Can you see? See? You probably can't see. And a new torso, like a breathing type torso, maybe, you know? Looks a little different. And then different leg designs. So if you're new to minifigures, he can sit, move his arms. Though not all minifigures come with this special breathing accessory here. Come back here, lever. And so you can just push this down. You'll notice how it makes a little click noise. There's actually nothing to click, as it's just the friction between the brick and the cockpit front. I don't know if you can see that. And then that. There's actually nothing to click it onto. Sounds like it's clicking, but it's not. It's actually friction keeping it together. That's actually a pretty big surprise, because from far away it actually might look like a click or something, like something you click it into. Oh, you can push these into different directions, but it doesn't really. But really, it's just good to keep them right here, in my opinion. Though I highly recommend that you should get this. And it's kind of like a tripod thing, because the wheels, there's only 3 wheels, which I kind of think is really cool. Which also, that means it provides more support in the back than on the front. So when you try the suspension, you'll notice how every time I've done the suspension, it tends to go more to the front than the back. That's because there's less support here, because of the wheel on the front. If with 4 wheels, there might be actually the same suspension. But it's just 2 wheels here and 1 wheel here. But still, it looks pretty cool. So the Lego description says that this thing leaves no rock unturned, which sounds pretty cool. And when you think about it, the saw could actually cut through a cave wall. Really fun if you think about it. And this claw here could pick up rocks. And I think there's also a treasure key and a manta ray man that come with this thing. I don't exactly remember where they are. I think I might know where they are. But they're in a different room of the house, so I think I'll go get them for a sec. So I'll just have this guy stare at you menacingly while I'll see if I can't go find them. Stay right there. Do not turn your dials off, because I will be right back. Don't even think about fast forwarding. Bye. Hello, I'm back. Sorry that took so long. Some of you might have already fast-forwarded past that part. But please, that was actually a pretty cool scene. So, okay, okay, let me just get this guy back into default position so he's no longer menacing you. Okay. These pieces also have, like, tips. So, like, the actual missile piece, which is actually described as a pillar piece in the pick-a-brick section. And this top piece right here is actually a separate piece itself. But when it's been on for so long, it's hard to get off because of all that stickiness and stuff that's grown on it. So essentially it's 3 pieces making up the missile. Normally it's 2 pieces, like whatchamacallit, a cone? I know that whatchamacallit sounded funny. LOL. So I bet you can see that in the focus. Anyhow, this is the manta ray man I was talking about. He's holding a trident. Some of you might call it a fork. It's a really big fork for eating, don't you think? It's really good for catching chicken. Wait, chickens can't swim? Can they? Is that a chicken or a duck? If you heard of Minecraft, you'll probably know what that means. Anyway, trident! This trident is, well, kind of rubbery, just like the Manta Man's head. Well, this is actually not his head. My helmet's gone! Actually, the other 2, the Shark Man and the Squid Man, are actually, their heads are what the Manta Ray's helmet is. It's all rubber. And I have some, but we'll be doing those in different videos. And so this one comes with the green manta ray treasure key. I'll just hold it by the back so you can see it good. Can you tell it has a little manta ray on the front? You can at least tell it's green, right? Almost transparent green, kind of, with a little brown on it. Yeah, you could probably tell. I kind of like this thing. And you can like put it on the ground, and if you're good, if you're pretty good, you can also kind of make the come on. You can make this machine grab it with the claw. Or for an alternative, where was this piece? Oh yeah. And right here, their claws are actually, you put these pieces on them. And if you're not familiar with Legos, you actually have to assemble these. They all come in individual pieces. They come in individual pieces, sometimes in different bags, depending on how big the set is. Sometimes one bag if it's small, or sometimes 3 or 4 if it's really, really big, like the titanium command rig for power miners and stuff. And so, or if he's unlucky, you're kidding me. No! Well, you'll figure out how to get this guy to be transported over there so the saw cuts off his head. You'll probably figure it out. But anyhow, like, this thing is small enough to fit in his pitchfork. It's hilarious. He swims off. I got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dude, what is wrong with you? All I want is this. Dude. Wow. Dude, are you crazy? Wow. Yay, I got the green treasure keys. We can find Atlantis. Atlantis? Oh, no, you don't. My helmet. Oh, retreat, retreat. Just a typical example of an Atlantis comedy. So, thank you for watching the first Bricktoons episode ever. And don't forget to watch more, because I'll be publishing more as well. The next one will be Ocean Speeder, when they finally did discover Atlantis. I probably won't be doing these products in timeline order, so feel free to watch them in different orders. So, this is Bricktoons. Bye-bye!